Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Mr. Creatine, or you guys can call me MC. I don't really care which one. But this is the first video of my channel, and I'm mainly going to be doing storytime videos about my life and things that have happened in my life. Or I'll be playing video games. It's kind of just whichever one you guys like more. And basically, given the fact that the 4th of July is coming up, I thought it would be good to tell a 4th of July story. So, to give a little background information, it is the summer of my ninth grade year. And I was still like fairly young at the time. I was only 15, and my friend group was still decently young. I only had one friend who was older, and most of my friends were either my age or younger. And so I was at my house with a couple of my friends. It was me, my friends Stan, Carter, Alvin, and a few others. But those three are the only ones that really matter to this story. And obviously, I'm not using their actual names for privacy reasons. But our friend Carter, he was probably the biggest fiend of all of us. He always wanted to be vaping, smoking, or drinking. He always just wanted to be doing something. And he texted his cousin, and I guess his cousin had said that we could come down to her house while her mom was asleep. So, me, Carter, Stan, and Alvin, we're all down to go. The rest of our friends, plus one of my siblings, they don't want to go. But given the fact it was probably around 10 o'clock at night when we were getting ready to leave, because we had to wait for our mom to go to sleep, we didn't really want Alvin going because he was probably the youngest of our friend group at the time. And so, me, Carter, and Stan, we start getting ready to leave. And by get ready, I mean we plugged our phones in for like maybe 5 minutes, threw hoodies on, unplugged our phones, and then started walking. And so her house isn't close to where I live at all. It's probably like a 3 minute drive, but it's mainly an uphill drive, and we had to walk there because none of us had a vehicle that we could drive. And so we're walking. It's like 10:30 at night. We're getting up this road. It's like mainly like mountain and woods where we are. Like it's a lot of hillside on the side of the road where we're walking at. And given the fact we're all a bunch of idiots, we're all being really loud. It's the 4th of July. We have like face paint on, and I'm pretty sure Carter or Stan had already smoked previously that evening. So we obviously weren't in like really good headspaces to be doing this. Added the fact the walk itself took us an hour and a half to get there, and it was at night, so we probably should not have been doing this. And this is a disclaimer: you should not do any of the things that I talk about on this channel or in any of these videos. And so we're like halfway through the walk. It's probably 11 at night, and this random like big ass truck, not like a semi, but like a pretty big truck, drove by us and just pulled over on the side of the road near where we were walking at, like not even 5 feet away from us. And the three of us, we're all confused. We're like, okay, what the fuck? This is a little creepy. Let's just keep walking. We'll keep looking over our shoulders, making sure this guy's not doing anything. And thankfully, whoever it was, not even like a minute or two later, turned on their headlights again and then just drove away past us. But we couldn't see through like the windows or anything or the windshield, so we have no idea who it was. None of us recognized the vehicle or anything. And that kind of just added to the weirdness because it didn't seem like they stopped on the side of the road for anything. And there's probably going to be comments saying, oh, well, they could have just been checking their GPS. Well, they genuinely could have been checking their GPS, but either way, you don't really pull over on the side of the road near three kids and then turn your headlights off, in my personal opinion. But so this is only halfway through our walk. We're still walking, and for some reason this isn't the first, like this is the first time we've done it, but we end up doing it again, but with more people. which is even crazier given the fact this whole night was just complete and utter hell. And so we're walking, we are getting really close to the house, and the issue with me is I'm terrified of the dark. Like, absolutely terrified. One of my biggest fears is, like, me walking alone at night and then just, like, getting kidnapped by somebody. And that's, like, what only runs through my head whenever I'm walking around in the dark. And so we're walking down, like, this path. It's probably, like, 5 foot to 7 foot wide path, the three of us. And there's, like, we're surrounded by trees. It's just getting more and more into, like, trees and, like, country, and like there's deer and shit running around, and we're hearing shit in the woods. And we finally get up to this house, and like we have to kind of lock in and start being a little quieter because we were being extremely loud. Like I cannot stress that enough. We were being super loud the entire walk. We were all shitheads back in the day. I would never do this now out of pure respect for the people sleeping, but back then it was just a whole different level. So we get to this house, we go in the sliding glass door to the downstairs area, and sure enough, Carter's cousin's there. And so the three of us were sitting there, and he just walks over to the fridge and just starts grabbing a bunch of beer out of the fridge. And we're probably not even there for more than 20 minutes before we all leave and start walking back to the house with our beers. And I wasn't really big on drinking, and I'm still not, so I wasn't drinking at all, but Stan and Carter were. And Carter, he gets fucked up. Like, he really does get fucked up. And sometimes it can be really annoying, and sure enough, this was one of those nights where it got really annoying. So we're on this hour and a half walk back through the, like, woods and then the fucking road back to my house. And we're all tired from walking. We have paint, like, peeling off of our faces, and we're ready to get home. Carter's downing, like, a beer or two, and he's lightweight as hell at the time because he's, like, 14. And Stan had, like, one and was good because he wanted to make sure that he was sober enough in case anything happened. And nothing, thankfully, happens on the walk home, but we get back to my house, and Carter eventually does end up getting really fucking annoying to me and Stan. And interestingly enough, later that night, I also wake up beating the shit out of Stan, which I don't know what the hell caused that, or if it was something we did earlier that night that made me do that, but the whole 4th of July, that was probably the worst 4th of July I'd ever had. It was not at all fun walking there, and then being there for a short period of time, and then just having to go home at 1 a.m. Scaring as hell in the dark. And, well, that's kind of the end of the story. Nothing really much else happened that night, and if you guys liked the video, please let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's anything you guys think I should do, like, video game-wise, if you guys recommend any games, or, like, any type of stories you want, because I have a lot of stories, and a lot of them probably fit the criteria of things that you guys would want. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.